Hello, good morning. I'm a little bit late, but better late than never, as they say. How are you? Just getting some coffee in. I will give you a moment to grab your coffee and let's connect on this Thursday morning. Lots of stuff going on. It's going to be good. I feel relaxed this morning. I had a good sleep. Good sleeps are important, especially for somebody who loves sleeping and napping as much as I do. Please, as you join the coffee, say good morning in the comments. Let us know you're here. Say hi. Let's have a coffee together on this Thursday morning. Cheers to you. It's a good day. It's gonna be a long day, but it's gonna be a gooder. Let's see. I'm gonna look up the lineup for tonight. Good morning, Miss Shannon. I hope you are having a wonderful day so far too. Let's look at, no, that's not what I want to do. Brand. I'm going to go with this one. See how that looks. We switch up. I feel like the coffee today, we're going to practice a little bit of some of the things that I will have to do tonight for the Diamonds in the Rough stage because it starts tonight. And I've had kind of a funny morning about that because I had this crazy dream last night. I don't know if you saw the post earlier describing this dream that I had last night, which I'm going to tell you about as soon as we get some more people joining in. I don't know about you, like if you're somebody who, like, let me know in the comments if you're someone who has really vivid dreams and then can remember them. I can't always remember all of the details, but when I woke up this morning from this particular dream, hi, Cheryl. I could remember so many of the details so vividly, like it had that real feeling. And sometimes I love that. And sometimes, when you have those vivid dreams that maybe aren't particularly positive and you wake up, have you ever had that where you wake up where you're just pissed off at like somebody or something because you had this dream where they did something to you, and when they're that vivid and not awesome, I don't love them. But when they're really vivid and make zero sense, that's when I think they're kind of funny. And that's one of the dreams that I had last night. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about it if you didn't get a chance to read or see the post that I was talking about it earlier this morning. And so basically, I think right over the last few days, I've been preparing myself. Diamonds in the Rough with Seroma Entertainment kicks off this afternoon at 4:00. So I've been thinking a lot about the Diamonds in the Rough stage. Pardon me. And I've been thinking a lot about, because this would be CCMA's weekend normally. So I think those of us in the country music industry have really been thinking about where we'd be today, what we'd be doing, what would be on our schedule. So you're thinking a lot about it, is what I'm trying to say. So I had that on my mind when I went to sleep. And this dream that I had was basically that the Diamonds in the Rough wasn't virtual like it's going to be tonight, that we had this huge broadcasting studio, and there was some audience like far away in a safe place, but it was going to be broadcast also. But we had this huge stage area, and I got to go up on the stage, and I couldn't wear shoes because the stage was like gym mats stacked on top of each other. So it was this big stack of mats. And that was so that the artists could also do gymnastics and other things during their set, which has never happened in life. And so that was the stage. And after I would introduce an artist, I would get to slide down a slide and go off the stage, which I don't know, for anybody in the future who's looking to book me as an MC for one of their events, I would like to put a slide into the contract. That felt really good in the dream. Okay. And so my co-host of the night, who would normally be Mike LaBelle, in my dream was actually Randy Travis. And I have loved Randy Travis my whole life. I think Randy Travis is awesome. Um, so Randy Travis was my co-host, and I was in this beautiful long gown, and they were giving me opportunities to do gown changes several times through the night. Angie with Saroma, I don't know if you have budget for multiple gowns for me in the future, but I also like where this was going, and it felt very Reba show-esque, right? How much she changes and different things, or if you're younger, very Carrie Underwood-esque. Anyway, one point, I say across the stage to my wonderful co-host Randy Travis that I was like, Randy, I get to change all of these gowns all night. It's very Reba-esque. And Randy, of course, being Randy, who also, obviously in Dreamland loves me back just as much, is like, of course, Jody, you're beautiful in every gown you put on. Oh, Randy Travis. Right. So then I go up to the stage to introduce the next artist. And whoever this artist is, they didn't have a name in my dream because I woke up before I said the name, but I could see that we were showing on a screen photos of what this artist also did outside of their country music career, which just so happened to be teaching stripper exercise, like stripper aerobics, like stripper size, I guess is what they call it. Not ever been. But her photos looked much more like it was kind of a boudoir shoot than stripper size. It's okay. So we were watching all these images, very sexy images of this woman. And then I brought her up on stage to introduce her, and she was wearing very sexy lingerie. And then boom, I wake up. I feel like that could have went to a different place. So I don't know. It was weird. So I shared that. maybe Divas opera inspired gown changes. Yeah, whatever it was, like the chance that we get in life to wear more gowns, I think we have to take them. Oh, he's your native son, Shannon. Right, Randy, how can you just not love Randy Travis? I mean, honestly, I think he's had, he's fought a few demons in his life, poor man, but regardless. Anyway, that was my dream about Diamonds in the Rough. I don't anticipate much for gown changes on the show over the weekend, but I will try to change up the outfits as much as possible. I'm looking forward to the fun. It will be Mike LaBelle, not Randy Travis, who will be co-hosting with me tonight. And I guess I'm okay with that. I mean, I did tag Randy Travis in the post in hopes that maybe he would like to make a special appearance on Diamonds in the Rough this weekend. Randy, I'm open for you. Mike is not available the entire time this weekend. Mike is also going to be, as he jumps out of co-hosting with me, morning, Liz. Mike will also be announcing the rodeo in Strathmore this weekend. So there's space, is basically what I'm trying to say, for a co-hosting opportunity. So Randy Travis, if you're listening, yeah. So that was the dream. So I feel what I'm trying to say is I woke up in an interestingly creative space today. So I think tonight's Diamond in the Rough is going to have a little added fun, which we always have a great time. I mean, any opportunity I get to MC with Mike is always fun. If you were at Diamonds in the Rough last year, you saw how much fun we had. If you've been to the ACE convention in the past, you've seen some of the fun. So we're looking forward to that tonight. And it gets underway. The first hour of music starts at 4:00 Mountain Standard Time tonight. We will have Haley Verral, Drew Taylor, Jacqueline Wills, and Anna Lewis hanging out on the show with us. Then we're going to take a bit of a break. We will be back at 7:00 with Ella Hart, Justine Lynn, Rob Watts, and Emily Claire. And then we take a small break. We will be back again on at 9:00 tonight with Olivia Rose, Son of John, Martina Dawn, and Amy Allred. So that's who's hanging out with us today, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So this will be live on the Seroma Entertainment Facebook page, as well as the Seroma Entertainment Twitter. And it will be on the Limelight Audio and Media YouTube page. So that's where you can catch us live. All of the shows will be posted afterwards. So if you can't catch them live, you'll be able to catch them afterwards. So in an attempt to test something here, okay, I'm going to switch to a screen that I've been making for tonight. And I don't even know if I uploaded it or not yet, but right, diamonds in the rough. Diamonds in the rough. And then all these people down here that you see on the screen are the incredible sponsors that have put this event together for this weekend. So really excited about that. The other screen I wanted to test, I haven't uploaded yet, but we'll get there. The things to do at last minute. But it was all of these sponsors right here I wanted to give an additional shout out to today because we're having some fun with it. So that is that, you guys. That is what that's looking like. Crazy dreams and all. We are going to have a fun night for country music. Hey, Angie. So that's something to have on your radar. And then we're going to be going on Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday afternoon. The Songwriters Series will wrap up the weekend. And Songwriter Series is always my favorite. It is so much fun. So that's what's happening with Diamonds in the Rough, which I'm excited about. Who's in? Who's going to watch? Hit the like button, hit the love button, hit the, I don't know, the retweet button. We're on several platforms today. So comment, yes, I'm in, or I hope to catch it this weekend or something, because we're really excited. And thank you again to all of those sponsors. And of course, to Seroma Entertainment for putting this together. Our Limelight Audio and Media team is pretty stoked about this. It's going to be good. Yeah, pretty excited. Okay, drink of coffee. Then I'm going to switch gears for a sec. It sounds, you know it, Mike Lavelle. You know it's going to be a busy weekend for both of us, but it's good. Limelight is ready for this. Okay, the gear I want to switch to for a moment doesn't feel as fun and exciting as a weird dream about Randy Travis, but I wanted to talk about it for a moment today because I'm a huge advocate of the philosophy that the more you talk about something, the more something can become. Oh, Jackie. I need to come visit you and have coffee on your deck too. She lives out in Powell River and I want to be there. I am a big advocate, as I was saying, that the more we talk about something, the more we can end the stigma of something, the more we can make something more conversational. My hopes and dreams is that the more we will talk about it as a society, as a group, as a friend, as a group of coffee chatters. And what I want to talk about today is a subject that is not, it's not easy to talk about, and it's uncomfortable and it's hard. And if you have been somebody who has lost someone to this, it is extremely difficult. And that topic is suicide. Now, today is World Suicide Prevention Day. And they've created this day of awareness, again, for all of those things, for people to talk about it, for people to try to end the stigma that surrounds it. I don't know if it will ever be something that is a comfortable conversation because there's not a lot of comfort in that. But what I do know is that if you are somebody who is feeling like that is your solution, that you've had thoughts of a suicidal nature, that you have dipped your toe in that pool per se, you are not alone. You are so not alone. The stats surrounding this are higher than you can imagine. And I know people are not talking about that in relation to this world pandemic and COVID. But I can guarantee that there is a lot of feelings of this surrounding this time in our world, because it is so unknown and it has been so hard for people. And I want to talk about this today in that one, I want you to try and share something about this on your social media today. I want you to look up a 1-800 number, a website, a something from wherever you are watching from, whatever that looks like for you. And I want you to share that on your social media. You never know who would be flipping through and glancing at something on your socials who maybe needs that number, or somebody who is going to get a phone call some point in their life from somebody who is having those thoughts and someone who is considering taking their own life. It is real, it is happening, and it is tragic. Okay, and the solution of taking your life is not the solution required. There is help. There is help for everyone in this world. I have posted a 1-800 number on my Facebook page today. I have posted a text opportunity. Kids Help Phone has an opportunity for people to text the word connect to 686868, and you will receive help. Sometimes making an actual phone call seems pretty overwhelming, so you can text, and it can be, I need some help today. I need someone to talk to me today. I am not feeling myself today. Whatever feels comfortable for you to say. If you need to say that to a friend, I want all of us friends to be connected into resources that help people. And I have posted a link to Canadian Mental Health's website, which has a great section on how to have conversation around it, how to talk about it more, how to approach it, how to get help from it. So I hope that you will take a moment today. I know it's not a feel-good, fun conversation. I know it doesn't feel amazing. It's not easy to talk about. But there's not a lot of us in this world that haven't been touched by suicide in one way, shape, or form. And what I think also that Jackie just comments, is we should not be afraid to use the word suicide. People don't like to even say that word, right? Because it's scary. It feels weird. You don't know. It's uncomfortable. I get it. I 100% get it. But we have to be able to say that word, to bring it into conversation so more people can deal with that. And to just know, honest to goodness, like I said before, if you have been someone who has even had the thought, okay, that is way more common than you realize. So many people have come to this place in their life or will, okay? It's not even just, and that's why it's Suicide Prevention Day. Okay, we can prevent suicide 100%. And people will still choose to take their life. People will still choose to end their life by suicide. We can't. It feels a lot of times like we're pretty helpless at that. But if we can start talking about it, and you're somebody who's open to conversation about it, if you have someone in your circle who is in this place, okay, they're going to feel more comfortable bringing it up to you. And if you can direct them to, and I'm not saying we do not need to all become counselors. This is not something you take on yourself. People take immense amounts of training to help and support people through this. But you need to know where to do that. If someone phoned you right now or sent you a text or sent you an email and saying, you know what, I am not having a good day. I don't think I want to live anymore. Or there's lots of interesting, and you'll see it on that website, and I'm going to try to find some more resources to post today also, is there's lots of things people say that dance around this subject. And if your ears are tuned to that, you can offer that support. Does that make sense to you? Do you feel like you can be that? Yeah, Safe Talk is an incredible training. And I've taken that course before. It changes your life. If you have the opportunity to take that training in your community, even if just for the learning of pieces, what I think is really cool about the community of High River is that we have emotional safe spot training. And we've been training a lot of people in a number of these areas. And it's very, it's interesting. I did a really awesome podcast with a guy named Brad Martin last year. And Brad had lost his brother to suicide. And we have a very open conversation about that. And I'm going to repost that podcast today also, because I think Brad has some really great insight to give you. And maybe you're somebody who has lost someone and you're still processing that piece. Brad talks a lot about that and has become a huge advocate of having more conversation about suicide and having the courageous, because it takes courage to even say that word out loud sometimes, especially if you haven't before. So I realize I've gone from one extreme to the next in this coffee today in emotions. And I think that that's just things that we have to do. And it's been on my heart all morning to share that with you, and just to know and let you know that there is support. And this is a real problem in our world. And we need to be able to address that together as citizens and have those conversations. So my challenge to you today is to share something on your social media about World Suicide Prevention Day, or it's just posting numbers. Hey, you know what? If you're not feeling yourself these days, here's some areas where you can get some help, and post that on your social media. You have no idea whose life you could save by doing that. If you want to take challenge level 2, take those numbers and just text them to a bunch of people in your phone, because you don't know in your circle of friends who is having that thought today, or has had that thought, or is going to have that thought. So just text it to as many people as you can. Hey, I don't know if you or someone you know needs this, but here's the numbers. It's World Suicide Prevention Day. I'm here to help if you need it ever. Just send it out to people. Challenge level 1, challenge level 2. That's what you can do today. And P.S. I love you. So that's that. I look forward to seeing as many posts as we can possibly do to educate people on this topic. I look forward to seeing you this afternoon at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time to enjoy some incredible country music from artists across the country. We are going to be showcasing, I can't remember the number, I could go through and count, but I think we're around 70 plus artists that we are going to be showcasing their music over the next 4 days. It's going to be pretty fantastic. And tomorrow morning's virtual coffee club, we are going to be joined by the incredible Brent McCarthy, who some people know as Brentster, and he is a Canadian. He is an Albertan. He is a country music singer that is making waves and in creating incredible community in Mazatlan, Mexico. So he is going to be joining us tomorrow morning at, I believe, 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, but I will post a teaser for that so that you can see it and get the alert, for lack of a better term. So, my friends, have an incredible rest of your Thursday. Please know that you are an integral part of our world. You're a piece of the puzzle that puts it all together, and we need you. Have an incredible rest of your Thursday, my friends. Cheers to you, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning.